Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 ways to keep your friendships, starting at number 1. Stay in touch with one another. This one should be self-explanatory, but not many people keep that in the back of their heads. If you want to make sure, you still have a friendship down the road, you want to make sure that you're contacting the person. I'm not saying like all the time, like, how are you? How are you? What are you up to? What are you doing? Like, nothing like that, but like, you just want to make sure that you stay in contact with them. Like every other day, you just check up on one another and, you ask them how they are, or, you talk on the phone, not even text, but like you make time to FaceTime if you have iPhone, or just, talk on the phone about stuff. But make sure you keep in contact, because a lot of friendships tend to fade away when people just stop talking to one another. I know for one thing, like if I ever wanted to get rid of a friendship, it was super easy just by not contacting them. Like we would, they would fall off of the face of the earth. Like I wouldn't hear from them again. So in order to maintain a friendship, you want to make sure that, again, you're contacting one another and you're keeping up. Number 2, be encouraging. In friendships, people tend to want to be around other people who are encouraging, who are happy, and not to say that you have to be fake and you have to be happy all the time. Like if you're genuinely not happy, don't be phony. Don't play like you're happy. Like if I were you, I personally just wouldn't hang out with the person until I got my mind straight, because you don't want to come around all upset or mad, and you bring your negative energy to other people, because people pick up on that. People pick up when you're off. Especially with me, people tend to pick up when I'm just not happy, or it just comes off. Like it's out there. Like if I'm not happy, or I'm not feeling it, or I'm not being positive, whatever the case may be, I kind of make it known, like without even actually trying. It's just, I'm not fake and I can't pretend. Like if I'm genuinely not feeling something, then it's out there, whether I really want it to or not. I'm sure I can work on that, but again, I'm not phony, and I don't want to be phony. I don't want to put up a front and act like everything's fine, and try to be encouraging and whatever else when I'm not feeling good on the inside, or I got other things going on. You feel me? So if that's the case, like I said, make sure that you separate yourself. But for the most part, just make sure you're encouraging, you're uplifting, and you speak positive things when you're around. Like no one wants to be around someone who's always speaking negative things, and they're not positive at all. Like it brings everyone else down, or that one friend down, and then they're not going to want to be around you. Number 3, treasure the little things. When you guys hang out, even if you're not going to a big event or anything, just treasure being around them. Like this, treasure the memories. Like if you're out, if you're at a park with them, or you're going on a walk or hiking, whatever the case may be, just treasure the moments with them. Treasure the small moments. Like you guys don't always have to go to the movies or go to expensive restaurants or go shopping in order to have a good time. You guys can have a good time like playing games, or just talking, having a girls' day, playing video games, whatever you like to do. But make sure you treasure the small moments. Like make it count, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. You don't always have to spend money. 4, create new experiences with them. If you do have the money, plan trips with one another. Or if your friend doesn't have the money, maybe pay for her or him. And when the time comes around, maybe they might do something nice for you. What I don't suggest is doing something nice and then at the end of the day you're expecting them to return the favor. Like basically an eye for an eye. you don't want to think like that, because sometimes you will be let down. Sometimes you'll think like this person's really your friend or whatever the case may be, and they just won't reciprocate the same energy. And you just want to make sure that you're, you know, around someone who, you know, sorry for the background noise, you guys, but you want to make sure that, like I said, you create new experiences with them. And you know, it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be like, you know, an expensive trip or anything like that. Maybe you can go to the next town, or go on like a road trip, but it doesn't have to be like where, you know, you go out of state, or you know, you spend a lot of money, if you get what I'm saying there. But just create new experiences, do things that you guys haven't did before. Last but not least, don't lie to one another. So in order to, you know, keep or maintain a friendship, you want to make sure that you're both not lying to one another, and you're both open and honest. You don't want to start a friendship with lying to one another, and you don't want it to end that way, because once you guys start lying, or once one person starts lying, then the other person finds out, and then they're going to start lying to you, and it's going to be back and forth, and now you guys aren't going to have trust in one another. And then once the trust is gone, then basically everything else falls, because now you got to be watching over your shoulder. You're trying to, you know, figure out if they're telling the truth or not, and nobody should have a friendship like that, and nobody should be looking over their shoulder, worried, or not knowing what to do next, or what to do next, if that makes sense. So just make sure that you're being honest with one another, and you don't got to tell your business. And if it's something that, you know, let's say a friend wants to know something, but you don't really feel comfortable with telling them, or even your best friend, normalize telling people it's none of their business. You don't have to be rude about it. You can say it in another way, like, that's just something I don't feel comfortable with telling you, to be honest. You don't have to be like, why are you asking me that? Like, mind your own business. That's none of your business. It's for me to know and for you not to find out. You see what I mean? Like, there's ways of saying it. I used to be like that, like, mind your own business, is for me to know and for you to never find out. And people would be like, what? You know, like, and I look back and it's funny. Like, I feel like honestly I was pushed to a certain point in order to say something like that. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Those were the 5 tips I had. And if you like this video, make sure you share it with a friend and comment down below, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.